It is not like a wedding that we do and we know we are not doing it again. This is the start of it. And I'm going to explain to you exactly what we are going to be doing from now going forward. Because everything has its first day. Whether it is good or bad, everything has a first day. Amasio. And this is the first day of this foundation. I want to tell you a brief preview of what this foundation, me and other people, we have decided. We have decided out of the experience we have, and personally through what I've been doing, the people I've been dealing with, I have been able to correct categories of the issues that are raising depression in this country. And out of them, I have 4. And I want to explain to you in details. The first issue that is causing depression in Kenya is relationships, human relationships. First, from where you are born, the family where you come from, the relationship between you and your parents, you and your siblings, coming to where you're married, for us who have families, the relationship between you, your spouse, and your children, going to where you're working, the relationship between you and your colleagues and your bosses, the human interactions that we have. This country has been through a wave of killings, day after day, day after day. A police officer kidnapping a colleague, killing her, dumping the body in a dam, husband killing wife and children, father killing son because of rand and other things. So when you analyze those issues, you get one primary cause, which is the human relationships. I don't know what the problem is, but it looks like as human beings, we are losing the real meaning of why we need to be together. Because when you get married, you don't get married so that one day you can kill each other. It is not part of the budget. It is nowhere in your discussions that one day we are going to divorce or kill each other. It is not discussed anywhere along the line. But you find that as we continue living, families are losing the sense of the relationship. That is one of the major problems we have in this country. 2 weeks ago, we saw a guy from Vika all the way to Eldoret, a trip of about 2 days, organizing this and this, with only one goal. It is either I get you or I kill you. And you ask yourself, for about 48 hours of planning and traveling, hakufika mahali ajiulize, what am I doing? Now you see, this is a human being who have been under depression and no one has understood what he is going through. And then he gets a reason, somebody triggers the whole mental issue and he gets a way of trying to fight back. So many people in this country are depressed. I was reading some records that were released by WHO in 2017. Although some organizations have tried to alter the data, the reality of the matter is, if you take 5 people in this country, you put them together, 2 of them have a mental issue. Out of 5, 2 of them have a mental issue. Either they have already identified themselves as mentally ill, or they don't have an idea that something is wrong. But if you test 5 people in this country, 2 of them have a mental issue. Now, do your mathematics. That is about 20% of this country is sick. Give it about 48 to 50 million. That is why we need people to come together and start talking about this thing. It is no longer funny. The way things are right now, it is no longer funny. Because when it comes to 20% in a country is going through depression or other mental challenges, it is no longer funny. We have to do something. And that is why, as few as we are, we are going to keep talking about this, inviting people into events, talking about it. It doesn't matter how many people show up. But at some point, everybody will get the message. Because now, out of the 48 to 50 million, now we are waiting for the statistics of this year, the census. We are now in 2019. Out of about 48 million Kenyans, we only have 62 registered psychiatrists. 62. So now tell me, out of 20% sick Kenyans, only 62 psychiatrists are registered. Now tell me, how are you going to do this if now we keep quiet? Because the people who are supposed to identify these issues are only from the 62. Now let us try to imagine, from 2017 when the results were released out of the research, we are now in 2019, and about now 5 or 6 who have graduated from the universities in 2017, December and 2018. So now we have less than 70 psychiatrists in this country. And these are the individuals who are supposed to identify the problem. Now, how many millions should one psychiatrist have? I'll try to do your mathematics. How many millions of Kenyans should one psychiatrist see in a day for them to be effective and for us to arrest this issue and try to make sense out of everything that is happening? It is a serious challenge. And one of the objectives that this foundation has is to sponsor individuals through the university education and make sure they graduate within these courses. The psychology counseling and the psychiatrists. We have to pinpoint some people who have the interest and gather funds from wherever we are going to get them, sponsor them through university education, just to stop talking about it and start acting. Because now I've just told you, we have about 62 psychiatrists who are registered according to statistics of 2017. Even if last year we had 10 who graduated, now we have about 72 out of like 48 million Kenyans. How many are they supposed to serve in a day? They can't even do anything sensible. Like 2 or 3 months ago, we saw a guy who killed a nurse along, we call it Riverside, around Shilomo. A guy came into a hospital with a pistol and killed an attendant. Because this guy is sick, this clinic is supposed to take care of mentally sick people, but this guy is out of control. And the one who is supposed to handle this has no idea what this guy is planning. Now you see the issues that we are having as a country, it is no longer funny. Because people are sick. Yesterday evening, I was somewhere around Tomboya, waiting for my wife to the nyumbani after kufanya kazi. Mimi nimesimama mahali next to a taxi, na kuna hawkers wanauza nguo na vitu zingine around Tomboya. You know there's a hospital called City Health Hospital somewhere next to Smoothers, karibu na Matema Road. Hawkers almost killed each other. Nikiwa hapo. Kenyans are seriously charged. Kanyaga mtu kidogo kwa street and you understand you made a big mistake. A mistake that can be a matter of life and death for you. I'm sure you have seen that. You saw a family almost killing a nurse in Kenyatta Hospital towards the end of last year because their relative has died in the hospital. They don't even want to understand that you brought this person sick to either get healed or die. But because the person has died in a hospital, now the family want to kill a nurse. Because Kenyans, kwenye tumefika, people are seriously charged. Adrenaline levels are so high. Kosea mtu kidogo and you understand it was a big mistake. Why? Because of the statistics I'm giving you. 20% of Kenyans have a mental issue, including some of us. But you don't know. You find yourself so agitated for nothing. Ikia huku kwa jamu uone the way people are behaving in traffic jam. Watu wanakosana for no reason. For absolutely no reason, people are fighting. For very, very minor traffic issues, drivers are fighting. Now you see, because imefika mahali People have not been talking about this. Depression is all over the place. And let me tell you something. Anybody who has ever tasted depression will tell you it is not funny. It is a very serious mental issue, and every victim of depression is a candidate for suicide. I have to say that in bold and capital letters. Anybody who is in depression is a candidate for suicide. Because when you get depressed, you are looking for a way out. But you yourself, you cannot be able to call somebody and explain that I am feeling like I am depressed, I need help. It doesn't happen. People with depression never talk. Actually, you ask them questions, they run away. So when you continue running away and you are mentally sick, what do you expect? Njia ya kutoka inakuwa moja peke yake, and it is suicide. And that is why yesterday Citizen TV reported something about a boda guy who killed himself because the wife has refused to take calls. Now tell me, you call your wife, she doesn't pick calls, you decide to kill yourself before finding out why she did not pick calls. Now you see, the guy who killed the Ivy in Eldoret gave only one reason. She refused to cooperate. He has traveled from Thika to Eldoret and she's not picking calls. And by the time he was killing her, she was coming out of the wards for her regular shifts, meaning she could not have taken calls in the wards when she is attending to patients. Let us try to look at this critically. Whether she had an interest in him or not, at that point he was deciding to buy an axe and kill her. She was coming out of the ward to see patients. So meaning, maybe she did not even have her phone with her. Now, it has reached a point, if you don't pick my calls, it is either I die or you die. Now tell me, what exactly are we dealing with? This is extreme depression. Extreme depression. And it is time for us who are sober to start talking.